Well, hey guys and gals, welcome to another episode here on the Blockhead server. It is episode 39, and I was just AFK at our brand new villager breeder, and oh my gosh, that's a village. That's definitely, oh, look at this. All these pigmen. Look at all of them. What? That's even more crazy than the villagers. What is going on here? Yeah, you know, we gotta cut their heads off, because that's what we're gonna be doing in this episode, is creating some villager statues out of these guys' heads and the other ones that I collected so far. Wow, that is a shocking number of villagers. At some point we're gonna have to do this, so here we go. Oh wow, this is insane. This is completely insane, you guys. It's just a lot of heads. Should I? Oh boy. I don't think they can get out of here. I think that's the problem. Once they fall off that edge, yeah, they can't get out. You guys are stuck. Neener, neener, neener. Alright. Oh, there's a head! Look! That's awesome! Look, I got the zombified piglin. Alright, so if you've been wondering what all the head chopping has been about, this is it right here. So I have this this data pack called Statues, Armor Statues, version 2.0, and basically it comes with this little book. And if you've never seen this before, when I open the book, basically I can change around an armor stand. I can remove its base plate, I can make the people walking, I can show the arms, all that kind of cool stuff. And so then I can dress them up with, you know, heads, which is what we've been collecting the heads for, and then also get some leather armor and put it on them, and there you go. And we have a little scene. We've got this desert villager who's kind of a fancy person, and he's walking this way, and then we have this fisherman right here. He's going this way, and so we can make stuff like that and do little scenes with our little villagers. And I've already got another one over here that I'll show you. I've got a farmer out here, and I did this quite a while ago. I've got a farmer out here, and he's got I just dressed him up because he didn't have any clothes on. He was out here farming naked for like weeks. Months. Anyway, and then you can put like a little hoe in their hand, and you can get really elaborate with this stuff. And let me show you this one over here. You might have seen this before if you watched my channel, but up here I have a fisherman, and he's sitting up here, and he's got a fishing pole in his hand. And then down here we have a fish. Like this. And this fish looks like it's just, you know, chilling right there. And, yeah, and he's caught this fish. And good job, buddy, because you caught a nice fish. And he's reeling it up. And so how do we do that? Well, you can actually make this armor stands invisible. And you can... hold on. Let's see if we can stop flying in the water. Like this. Okay, so if I trigger scout mode, you should be able to see just a ghosted armor stand right there. And it looks crazy because I had to, like, I was just moving his arm around so that the fish looked correct in the thing. So basically he's got a fish in his hand, or the armor stand has a fish in his hand. It's invisible and it's floating. So just like that to get the fish in the right spot. So then it looks like that. So you can do some really, really crazy stuff with this. So Zombie Cleo from the Hermitcraft server is very good at doing these. She's done some pretty elaborate things with them. What I'm really wanting to use it for is to create scenes like this around our village to bring life to the village. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make, I think I'm on a little, like, maybe like a dad and a kid over here. So let's put an armor statue that way. And then what we can do is we can go in here to our presets, and we can go to, actually go to styles first. And so we'll show the arms. Okay. We will show the arms, and sometimes this, there we go. Sometimes it doesn't work right away because it's like, it's not like picking up the armor stand. And I'm not exactly sure how it decides which armor stand it is targeting. I'm not like an expert on it, so, and I don't think it's an exact science. Okay, then we can go to styles, and we can go to show base plate, no, and then all of a sudden the base plate is gone. And then we can go to Presets. Let's see what we have. We can go sitting, blocking, pointing, running, walking, attention, confident, salute, death, facepalm, confused, lazing, formal, sad, joyous, stargazing, and randomized. So let me sleep real quick, and then we'll pick one of those. All right, so let's try. Let's see, not death, salute, confident, blocking, pointing. I'm trying to. Sad. Let's try sad. There we go. Okay, that's kind of what I wanted to do. So I don't necessarily want him to be sad, but what I want to do is put like a little kid over here that maybe this adult is giving the kid something like that. So what we can do is we can take their arm. So I can do like, let's see, pose adjust. So I can actually adjust the pose however I want. And I want his right arm to move forward a bit because I want to put something in his hand. Nope, that's the right leg. What did I just do? Let's see. Right arm. Here we go, Hex. Not quite. Let's see. Pose adjust. Right arm. And right arm is like I do not have any stinking clue how it works. So I just kind of like try things and see what I can get. Let's see. One more time, maybe. There we go. That's nice. Okay, cool. And then I think I'm going to bring his head back a little bit so that he's not quite that sad. And then let's see if this will do it. Nope. That made it worse. Let's see. Pose adjust. Let's see. Plus. There we go. And pose adjust. Plus. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that's good. Okay, cool. So now he's that way. And then we're going to take another armor stand. And we can actually put it, let's see, right there, like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through kind of a similar process. I'm going to go to, let's see, styles. I want it to be show base plate, no. Show arms, yes. And then we want to go to a small stand. And then that will make him be a little kid. And then what we can do is let's see if we can pick a pose that gets us close. So it has these presets, right? That way I can get him like close. Running, watching, confident, salute, death, balm, lazing, formal, set. How about joyous, maybe? That's a little weird. It's like doing jumping jacks. Makes it look like the adult is punishing the kid and making him do jumping jacks. All right, we don't want that one. Not pose adjust. Presets, we want winning. There we go. That's a little better. Let's see if there's something else that would work. I keep going to pose adjust instead of presets. Lunging, sitting, arabesque. What's that? That's really strange. Actually, that's not too bad. Let's see what else we got. Sad, formal, confused, lazing, facepalm, death, salute. I kind of like salute, and then we're going to try to move this arm so that it looks a little bit less salute-y. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to move his left arm. Oops, I got to get a little closer to this particular one. All right, so we want his left arm to maybe go... Nope. Wrong way. Okay, we know what it does, though. Let's see, left arm plus this time. There we go. All right, and let's do that a few times. Left arm plus. Let's see. How about left arm plus Z? There we go. This is the part that's really tedious. Getting them to... Oops. Go this way, left arm... let's see, minus X. Wrong way. Plus. There we go. There we go. And you just have to continuously adjust them. There we go. Let's keep going with the left arm. There we go. Keep going. There we go. A little bit more. Okay, that's good. And then I think what I want to do is I want to rotate him. So what we can do is we can actually make him rotate a little bit. And I think if we go 15 degrees, let's try that again. That didn't really do anything, did it? Pointing head and feet. I don't know what that is. Whoa. Huh. That's actually not too bad. Because I do want his head up a little bit. All right. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, this stuff is really tedious. Like, let's see if that does it. Nope. Yeah, I don't quite understand like some of the stuff, so it's like trial and error. So hopefully I'm going to get better as we go forward here. But I just wanted to show you the process of like how I do this. And then let's see, done. Nope. Let's see. Pose adjust head X minus. There we go. Ooh, that's good. That's what I want right there. Okay, now his legs look a little bit like he has to pee, so we gotta move his legs a little bit. Let's see, how about left leg? That's not bad. Let's go this way. Nope. Now he looks like he really has to pee. There we go. And then this way, let's see. Let's try Z plus. There we go. And then let's see if we can move his right leg back just a little bit. Let's try Z minus. Nope. Hey, what? Z plus. There we go. Okay. I want his right leg to do that. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. That is what I was going for. There we go. Now, I wish that I could get him... Let's see. If the rotation, it works the best when we do... Oh, I can get him to point away from me and like line him up right here. Okay, here we go. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Stop that. Give me that back. Okay. Rotation. No. Okay, now I want him to be... This is very difficult. Let's see. Away. So he's like focused on the guy's hand. No, not quite. Let's see. That's a little better. I need to move myself a little bit this way. There we go. Yes. That's it. Okay, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. That's really cool. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to give the dad something cool to hand him. But we can also do the heads now. All right, so let's... what do we want to do here? Savannah Leatherworker. I feel like this guy should be like I think we'll just use this one for the kid. See that. Why is his hand like going through his head? Oh well. And then we need, let's see, the dad I think is going to be like maybe another farmer. I think the dad's going to be a farmer. And I wish I had like an apple to give. There we go. Okay, so the dad is looking down. We might have to adjust these just a little bit once we get the heads on. Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to go, got to get some clothes for them. Well... I mean, that's pretty good, right? So the kid's like going to be focused on the thing that the dad is giving him, which is going to be, I was hoping for an apple, but let's give him a beet. That'll be good. So we're just going to have the dad giving the kid something to eat. That's what I wanted. There we go. So the dad is giving the kid this beet, and the kid is excited because he likes beets, because he's crazy, because beets are gross. I mean, that's a pretty touching little scene, right? Okay, so now we just need to dress them up. So we need pants and shoes and shirts. And let's see, that'll be for the dad and the kid. This is why I made that Hoglin farm a long time ago, to get lots of leather so we could do this kind of thing. That's not a good sound. That is not a good sound. What is going on here? Get away from me. Can't you see I'm trying to do something? All right. Okay, so now we need to like dye these. I know it's like a multi-step process to get this right. Let's have the dad. Let's see. Maybe the kid is a girl, and she's wearing a magenta shirt, and she has on some blue jeans and some brown shoes. Okay, let's see here. So we got let's see, magenta shirt, nice, and then we have brown. Let's see, blue jeans. But the cool thing is watch, you can take like some white dye and actually get a lighter color, which is really crazy. So you can actually do a lot more colors, I found out, on your on the leather armor than you can on any other thing in Minecraft as far as dyeing. So there we go. There's her little pants. There's her shirt. There we go. And she's reaching up for that beet. And then I kind of wanted to make it an apple, but a beet is fine for now. And then we'll do, oh yeah, the dad. That's what I'm trying to work on. Okay, so the dad, maybe he has an orange shirt. And he has blue jeans and brown shoes. So we'll just go like this. So I'm trying to make like commoners like kind of have like blue jeans, and to kind of create some sort of a consistent thing, so you can kind of tell like, oh, that's a commoner, and oh, that's more of a noble. There we go. That orange is kind of interesting color. That's an interesting color. All right, there we go. And then shirt. Yeah, this is right. He's a hardworking dude. He's a hardworking dude. He's giving his daughter a beet. She does need some shoes. That looks weird with her little peg legs. There we go. Now she has the feet. There we go. Okay, so that's the basic process. In order to do like a different thing, like I could take this beet. Let me just show you this. So let me take this beet. Come on, give me the beet. No, the beet. No, not the shirt. The beet. I want the beet. Fine. Give me the shirt and then give me the beet. Nope, not the pants. I want the beet, sir. The beet. Thank you. I'm going to give it back to you. Don't worry. Don't worry. You'll get your beet back. There we go. Okay. So then what we can do is we can like do another armor statue like this. Another armor stand. And I didn't really like how he was holding the beet. So what we could do is we can put another one of these here. And then we're going to, let's see, I need the book. Where's the book? There it is. Okay. So we got to do some styles. We got to show the arms. Yes. And then show base plate. It doesn't really matter at this point. Let's see if pointing will give us the right thing. Nope. Presets pointing. There we go. Ooh, that is not at all what I wanted. Okay. What if we have him turn around? There we go. Okay, presets. Confident. There we go. That's fine. Okay, so now we're going to put the beet in this guy's hand. And then we're going to move it so that it looks like it's actually in the villager's hand. So watch this. So here we go. Let's go. Oop, why am I doing that? Okay, we're gonna nut. I can't see his hand. We're gonna pose adjust it so that the right arm is going up a little bit. Nope, that's the wrong arm. So the left arm is up. There we go. Okay, that's pretty close. Need to do it one more time. Pose adjust, right arm. All right, that's really close. But now it's like too far that way, huh? So what we could do is take that right arm and move it. We can move his right arm just a little bit. That way, maybe? Nope, wrong way. Nope. Did it again. This way. Okay. There we go. Almost. Oh, crap. Almost. I've got it. Okay, but I want to move him back just a little bit. So we're going to nudge him. We're actually going to nudge this guy this way. Oh, boy. That sucks. Okay. All right, so we got to do this now. I moved this other one on accident. Let me fix him. Okay, I fixed the little girl. I had to turn gravity off and then like nudge her back up. So now she's good. Let's see if we can actually move the correct armor stand this time. Now I can lock these, but then, yeah, I don't know. It gets, sometimes I don't like to lock them. All right, let's see if we can do that. There we go. That's the one I wanted to do. Okay, almost. Ooh, man. I mean, that's pretty good. It'll be good enough for this one. So then what I want to do is we want to go to styles, and then we just do stand visible, and you go to no. And there, that stand is now gone. And we have the dad is now giving the little girl a beat. And it's amazing. It's amazing. And then, so we can get this thing correctly in his hand like that. And there's all kinds of stuff you can do with the invisible, with the invisible armor stands. It works really nicely. So what I want to do next is I want to move her a little bit closer. So we're going to go back to the nudge thing, and we're going to hopefully move her. Let's see. Let's move her that way. No, I don't like that. No, well, actually, that's not bad, huh? She's more lined up with the dad, but I wanted to move her forward a little bit. So let's see if we can go Z +3. No, that's the one I just did. Z -3. There we go. Nudge. Let's go X +3. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Yes. Perfect. Good. That's what we want. Yep. That's great. See? Awesome. Okay. Well, I'm going to start working on lots of these, and I'll probably just give you progress updates on each and every one of them that I do, or I might do a few and then show you the few. Yeah, we'll see. But that's kind of the process, and it's pretty tedious. But it's really fun because you can really like already this little area, this village looks like so much more alive and fun and interesting. So I'm really happy. Okay, I've made several more of these things. I just did this one. I'm pretty happy about it. So this guy's pulling a little cart here by hand, and we've got a little cart with the little wheels, and we've got some hay bales, obviously. So I think that works and looks pretty cool. And then over here, we've got, let's see, we saw those. Let's see, over here, right here, we have this lady right here is sweeping. And the way I did this broom, there's actually 3 armor stands here. So there's one holding the stick, one holding the little wheat, and then the armor stand that you can see right there. And then, let's see, we finished that one off. I did multiple villagers over here. So there's a little kid sitting right here. There's a little, looks like maybe an outlaw guy, like hanging out under a lamp with a torch or something. This guy right here, I'm pretty happy about him. He's like a little mercenary or some sort of fighting type person. And he has a sword to his side. That took a second armor stand to get that sword right there. And then we've got multiple farmers just out here in different poses, all with their hoe. So we've got a guy with a hoe there, and a guy with a hoe there, and one there. And then that guy was the original one that was here. And then we have this guy just hanging out, scratching his head with some wheat. All right, I did a few more. I'm actually in the stables area that kind of leads over the bridge, over this bridge right here. This guy was there before, of course. But I did this librarian looking at this skeleton horse scratching his head. I think that's appropriate. I did, maybe this guy's like the stable master. He's preparing a stable. He's got a little shovel there. Obviously, that's 2 armor stands. And then we have this guy kind of chilling in the corner here. I don't know if he's taking a poo or... He's supposed to be leaning against the wall, so maybe I need to like have him go back a little bit, but we'll work on that. This guy's walking. And then we have a little kid that's going to be pointing at a horse that will eventually go in there. Just kind of checking things out. I like this area a lot. This is cool. Oh yeah, and I also did this. So I was trying to get this horse to go in front of this thing, and of course the horse just wants to stand right there. But we have a wagon with a guy riding on top of it. And yeah, so there's that. So far, we've got some fishermen now. So we've got this guy. You know what? Let me just go into scout mode. It's going to be a lot easier. There we go. Trigger scout. There we go. Okay, so we've got this guy right here. He's fishing. We've got a couple people over here fishing like that. I built this little boat. It's the derpiest boat on Earth. I'll probably have to update the boat, but these 2 guys are fishing. I don't know why that guy doesn't have any clothes on. I actually can't put clothes on him from here because he, yeah, I'm in scout mode. And then right here I have a little family that is all swimming. So we've got a couple little kids here. We've got a little swamp villager. Maybe that's the friend. And then these are all people just swimming. Then we put these 2 guys right here. Right here, so this guy's kind of looking in his composter. This guy's just hanging out. We've got this little girl maybe kind of playing hide and seek with this person that's in these sugarcane thingies, whatever they're called. And I think that's all the new stuff that I put in. All right, so I've made some more progress here in kind of our market area. Just this little corner has been done. I haven't done much outside this corner. So what we have here is we've got this guy. He's selling some potions. This guy's interested. He's coming in for a purchase. This guy's just randomly walking that way. We've got somebody selling some shovels here, and this farmer's interested in a new shovel. And then what I've done here is I've used the invisible item frames from this data pack here. Anyway, this guy right here, he is selling some plants, and this guy here is selling some arrows and some crossbows and stuff. And then this little kid is watching these blacksmiths. This is the one that took me the most time right here, is these blacksmiths. They are actually making some armor. And so this guy right here, he's got a stick, and he's got an ingot on the end of his stick, and he's heating it up, ready to be molded or whatever, smithed, whatever you want to call it. And then yeah, so there's actually 3 armor stands right here. There's one holding the stick, there's the guy himself, and then there's one holding the ingot there. And then over here we have this guy. He's kind of dipping this ingot into this cauldron, which I actually need to put some water in there. Do I have a bucket? I sure do. Look at that. Here we go. Let's fill this cauldron with some water. There we go. He's quenching that. I wanted to put like some armor in his hand, but unfortunately you can't put armor in the hands of an item frame because they don't, it keeps, yeah, it just keeps like not working. So anyway, this one is actually created with 2 different stands. And then this guy here, I tried my best to make a hammer. This is what took the longest. I tried my best to make a little hammer, and I just couldn't get it done. So yeah, there just wasn't a stick that was short enough and small enough to be able to make a small hammer. So anyway, this guy is supposedly hammering out some iron leggings there. And then, yeah, this guy's going into the shop. I did put a shopkeeper in here, but he's not dressed yet. So I wanted to save decorating the interiors of these, or actually I should say redecorating the interiors of these for later. Anyway, then we have a little group right here. We've got a snow guy, a savannah guy, or a savannah guy right there. And then, of course, this guy, whoever that is, desert. In here I've set up several of these armor stands in preparation to do some more little villagers, and then I need to put clothes on them and heads and do their poses and everything. So I think I'm going to try a third-person time-lapse on this just to kind of mix things up. All right, I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse. I want to share with you just a few details about what, maybe some things that you missed. So there was this guy right here kind of walking through this area. I think he was behind my camera. A couple other little details. These guys actually have a sword on their side right there. You can kind of, let's see, right there. It's being covered by the shield, which is kind of silly, but you can really see it a little bit better on this guy. You can see the sword in there. And I did that with a second armor stand. This guy right here, you saw me rotating his head. Yeah, I was able to figure out a way, like in the book, this part right here, let me show you this in case you actually use this. Under pose adjust, or under pointing, I can actually make their head point either at my head or my feet. I finally figured out what this thing is, and basically what I did is I had the head point at my head thinking that like, oh, he's going to like look at me. But instead it put the end of it. So basically the top of his head was pointing at my head and it was like, oops. So I had to like roll and figure out how to get his head straightened out because I didn't do it correctly. And then I didn't put an arrow in this guy's bow. I just didn't want to. And then this guy is like handing him the bow. Maybe this guy right here is the one selling him the bow or seeing if he wants to buy it or whatever. And this guy's testing it out to see if it's something that he wants. Let's see, right here, you couldn't see this very well, but basically there's a little daughter and maybe a father, you know, checking out the fountain right here. And maybe there's like a couple right here kind of checking out the fountain, having a little date night or something. And then, or date day, I guess in this case. You probably missed this guy right here coming out of the building. He also has a sword. Maybe he went in there to get his sword sharpened, or maybe he was shopping for a new sword and he came out with a new sword or something like that. I came up with this idea to put, these are just iron bars going up like this. And then I thought that if I could make the guy like holding those iron bars, maybe he's holding like a spear. So that's what that's about. Maybe these guys are holding like a spear or a halberd or something that, you know, used to defend this kind of little archway thingy. We need to kind of decorate underneath this tree a little bit. Maybe a couple of people here, maybe a couple of people hanging out by the lake. And then up in this area right here, this area needs to be decorated as well. Okay, I have been hard at work. We've got some guys right here. They're talking. This guy is scratching his head. And then we have some people walking here. Maybe this guy's looking for his kid, and there he is right there. And then this guy's looking into the water for some reason. This was fun to do. I've got a kid climbing the rocks up there, and then this one here is like spotting him or like telling him to get down or something. Then we have this person just kind of moping by the pond. A farmer out there doing some farming. Well that I made. I took out the original well that spawned in with the original village and put in this thing. I quite like it. I was very much inspired by Meg Ray. She's a newish YouTuber that I found online. And then we have a couple kids playing with a ball. And then we've got this guy over here feeding some pigs. Pig honked on cue or snorted. These people are making some sort of arrangement. Shaking hands or something. This guy's just walking through. Got this person with some suspicious stew. I know that rhymed, right? If only I could plan that all the time. We have a little kid going back to his house or to a friend's house or something. Then we have a sheep, and this guy is in here. I should put some shears in his hand because I was hoping to have a sheep shearer, so maybe I'll do that. This little kid's watching. We've got some lookers on as well. Then we have several people walking. So these people are walking here. This is the main path, like into the village. So we have several walking here. Oh, I actually need to do one out here for a little guard. Ooh, speaking of guards, I missed one. He's back over here, and I did something interesting with him. What I wanted to do is to put a helmet on our guards, but it's not possible to put a helmet and a head on an armor stand. But I found a workaround for that. And here's a guard. He's hanging out here because this area tends to attract mobs for some reason. So he's out here making sure no mobs come around. And as you can see, this is a savannah villager with an armor, with a helmet on. And the way I did that is I actually put two armor stands kind of on top of each other, and then I was able to put the helmet on top of this guy. So it was actually pretty tedious and difficult to get them to line up like that. But I did it, and I think it looks pretty good. Just a few more things here. I have a few farmers scattered around working their crops. So there's this guy, and we have a couple more people walking through the path here. This lady or whoever. And then we have a couple of farmers over here. There's a farmer around back. And then there's a farmer here. There's a farmer inside here kind of messing around with these hay bales. There's a farmer out here. He's like behind a tree. He's right there hiding. Do you see him? And then we have two more like down here. And then that's it. That's what I've done. I know that seems like I spent like hours working on this, and like that's all I have to show for it, huh? This guy needs some clothes. Okay, I've got one of these manor houses done, at least the exterior, as far as these armor stands. So this one here, I've got a lady. Now, this person is wearing a hat that is, it's like a leather hat that I dyed brown to get it so that the stripe on the leather hat is the same color as that. And I'm trying to create like hair on top of this person's head. I don't know if it's quite working, but I think it's close. Anyway, and then they've thrown some seeds out here like that. And the way that I put that hat on was the same way that I put the armor helmet on top of that villager earlier. And here we've got, maybe this is the stable master guy, and he's showing the little kid the horse there. Then we have a guy over here trimming the hedges. And then over here, I did an axe into this thing. I wanted to do this ever since I put this log right here, and it's finally done, and that's kind of fun. Then we have the noble here contemplating life, staring at his fountain because he has time to do that because he's wealthy and he has servants or hired help, whatever you want to think of it. And then over here, we've got a little scene where there's a noble and a female noble, and she has hair on just like I did with the other one over there with the little hat. And yeah, I kind of think that works. I mean, it's better than them being bald, I guess. And then we have this guy here. He's working on the vineyard right there. So that's this house. And what I want to do is do that one and that one and that one over there. Pretty big progress update here. Did quite a few of these little statues. This guy's delivering a letter up here to this guy who owns this house. Got a little guard with gold armor. I like that. And then we've got this guy kind of tending to the flowers right here. Yeah, I could have done a better job with the shears and stuff, but I wanted to be careful with doing too many armor stands. So sometimes I'm okay with just that derpiness right there. But yeah, I've got a little kid sitting in this sort of swing pergola looking thing. This guy's on a little walk somewhere, maybe running an errand. We've got a little kid on a walk right here. This guy, he's kind of in a more formal pose, but he's walking. Maybe he's just kind of out for a stroll in the afternoon, I guess it is right now, or morning or night or whatever time it happens to be, because he's always going to be doing that forever until the server explodes or whatever. Another guy just kind of walking around. A lot of guys walking around here because I didn't really know a whole lot what else to do, like kind of on these pathways. We've got this guy walking. And then this guy right here, he's part of this little guard shack. This guy right here, more walking. This guy right here is totally confused about what's going on with this area, as I would be if I saw that in real life. And then right here, this is what I was really excited about. We have a procession where we have two guards walking this prisoner, our villager, our illager, to the guillotine. And there is a guard right here in front of this house. And then the guillotine's over here. So we kind of have like, maybe this is the general, and maybe this is a king or a duke or something that has commissioned to have this illager's head removed on our guillotine. And there's his buddy that already had the operation done. And here's our undertaker right here. What I did is I used a wither skeleton skull because it's black, and I thought maybe that kind of looks like he's got a hood on, and he's hanging out here, checking out, making sure his guillotine's working right. And then we have a couple of witnesses and another witness over here, ironically sitting in a swing. Over here, I've started putting a few guys in because I want to do this in our castle as well, or castles, I guess. So there's a couple of guys kind of walking to and from the castle here. I've got these two set up as guards. Obviously, they need clothes and stuff. And then Waffle Stick built quite a bit of cool stuff in here, actually. And I wanted to add some of these armor statues to what he's got going on. But we need to sleep so that a creeper doesn't blow up all of Waffle Stick's hard work here. Or my hard work. Okay, well, we're here at the castle, and we have decorated out some serious villagers here. Let's take a look at some of these guys. So here's one right here. He's climbing up these stairs. I think I have a different texture pack on right now. I'm using the Chocapic Low. The 13 version 7 Low, so I'm sorry if it's a little on the laggy side here. Also, Waffle Stick and Etsmine are on right now, and I think they're editing. They're messing around in here. These guys look like they're floating off the What the? But they're not. Okay, anyway, we've got a couple of people just kind of walking up to the castle, walking from the castle. I thought that would make it look like people are kind of, engaged in coming and going from the castle here. And then we have these two guards right here, and then they have swords ready to go. Right in here, we've got this guy here. He's kind of keeping track of who's visiting and who's not visiting the castle. This guy's maybe some sort of administrative person, keeping track of who's coming and going, taking names down in case something goes wrong. Wow. What? Did you guys see that? There's a waffle stick. There's an Ed Spine. Right here, I did a little group just having a chit chat right here. And then we've got this guy right here just kind of randomly walking towards the gate. Then over here, we've got this little vendor guy. He is selling a book and a sword or something. And then right here, what are they doing? They're working on dealing with that tower that I was talking about. So Waffle Stick and Ed Spine, they have an idea for that. So they're working on that right now. Anyway, this guy right here, he's all dressed up. I think you saw him earlier. And then inside of this house, I left this open because I didn't put anybody in here because I know that Waffle Stick was going to finish this. Looks like he did finish the top of it anyway. Maybe he's going to decorate the inside. So maybe I'll put a villager in there later. But for now, I'm leaving it empty. In here, we have a little guy. He's just having a sit down next to the unlit fireplace here. I don't know why that is unlit. We should probably light that. Anyway, up in here, we have a little villager hanging out here on this balcony. And another one over here, if he's still there. Yeah, here he is. I accidentally shot him earlier, and he disintegrated. So he's kind of looking up at the towers, like pointing at how beautiful they are or something or other, because they were made by somebody. I don't remember who made those awesome looking towers, but I'm just kidding. Then we have another person walking out the gate here. And then on the bridge across, we've got a couple guys just hanging out. These are actually guards, so they're kind of sentries out here. I meant to give them bows, actually. You have to be really careful when you hand a guy a bow if you have arrows in your inventory, because you could accidentally shoot the armor stand and then the whole thing breaks and you have to set it up again. It's really annoying. Anyway, down here, there's nothing. And then up at the top, I don't know if you can see it, but I did several guards just kind of around the top. We're going to go up there and take a look at them in just a second. Okay, we're up here. So again, we have these guards, and these are made out of 2 armor stands each, because one has the helmet on, and then the other one is the rest of it. And I decided to have them hold the bow just to the side like that, just to make it so that there's less armor stands involved. I could have made them like another armor stand and put it on their back or something like that. That's one thing I was considering, but that would have ended up probably being 3 armor stands by the time I got it all done. And I just thought, gosh, if I'm going to do a decent number of guards up here to make it look realistic, that's just going to be too many armor stands, I think, and a little bit too much work for what it's really worth, considering that I probably won't be coming up here hanging out too much. But they're just kind of all around here. Most of them are just standing at attention. Why is this guy invisible? Oh, somebody's invisible shooting at me or something. I think Etsis. Somebody's standing right here. I got him. Okay, so there's just like a random armor stand right here. Apparently I need to fix that one. That needs to get fixed. Maybe the guy got shot by a skeleton. Anyway, here's another one, and then another one, and then there's a couple of them like doing other things up here. That's why I'm wandering around here. Here's Mr. Cluck. He just kind of hangs out up here. I don't know what's going on with Mr. Cluck. I need to ask the guys about that. But, oh, look! Mr. Cluck's son! We'll call him Little Cluck. I need to get a name tag. Anyway, this little guard is walking. Maybe he's going to his post, or maybe he's just kind of walking the perimeter tower of the tower up here. And then there's another one doing a little walk up there. There he is. And then in one of these towers, I have a couple of guards just kind of hanging out, eating some chicken. And like literally, that's what they're doing. Right here. Here he is. He's out. He's in here. He's having some chicken. examine the chicken. They're having a little conversation. Maybe they're on a break or something, or maybe they're the head guards or something, and they get to eat chicken while everybody else has to stand at attention and guard things. Then in the 2 guard towers, or the 2 gate houses, the gate towers, I guess, in this one and then in the one over there, there's a couple more villagers on the lookout for trouble, like Waffle Stick being invisible. Anyway, that leads us to this tower here. This one also requires some villagers. And just like that, we've got it all done. Look at this. So up here, I decided to go with golden guards. I don't know why. I guess that this is like the king's residence or something. Maybe so. Anyway, so right here, we've got, multiple golden guards. They're actually the same as the ones that are over on that, these guys. Except for the fact that I decided not to give them a bow. I decided to give them a sword instead. I just like the golden swords. I think they look cool. I might give them bows later, but probably not. Then we got a couple of guys walking through here. So we've got this guy. I'm kind of thinking that this is sort of the style that the nobles might wear. Or not the nobles, but like a leader or somebody that's, even somebody important, like a administrator or something. That kind of thing. So here we got a couple guards as well, and we have another noble walking through, and guards aplenty. Just guards everywhere. There's a guard, here's a guard, everywhere a guard. And with that, this upper area is finished. I also did a couple of more things here. I don't think you saw this yet, but I added just a couple of people walking the bridge, or at least one person walking the bridge, just to make it look like the bridge has some activity back and forth between the 2 castles, that one and this one. And so with that, I'm done. That's it for this episode. And yeah, thanks for watching this extra long one. I wasn't planning on it being this long, but it just kind of turned out that way because we had a lot to do in this episode. I guess I accomplished quite a bit of stuff. Sometimes it's, I'm just having fun playing and I don't even know how much I've gotten done, and it's like, whoopsie, too much. Well, guys and gals, this has been Hex. I hope you've enjoyed this episode on the Blockhead server. I hope that you maybe try making some of these little armor stands yourselves. They're quite a bit of fun, and I think they look really cute and cool in your world and stuff like that. But more importantly, I hope you're having an amazing, awesome, beautiful day. And God bless.